Now this was a video I was on the fence about making, considering it took me forever to think of a good angle for it, but I decided to say to hell with it and I took my shot. Now this video will be a combination of things I want for the next BlazBlue fighting game whenever it happens. I won't be mentioning anything regarding gameplay, as I honestly don't care what the next BlazBlue game will play like. I was fine with every BlazBlue game from Calamity Trail all the way to Central Fiction, and I'm perfectly fine how BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle plays. So regardless of what the next game will play like, I know I will have fun with it. Besides, gameplay isn't exactly something I'm good at talking about, and plus this is all my opinion. We all have things that we want and maybe we don't want for the next game, but just for this video, these are things I want to stay. Now keep in mind, this is a list about things that have already been in BlazBlue that I want to carry over to the next game. So this isn't about, oh, what I want in BlazBlue in general, like rollback or some shit like that, because BlazBlue never had rollback in any of its games, so that's not going to make it for this list. And before I continue onwards, please support the channel and help me out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and follow me on Twitter, as it will really benefit me greatly and get more videos out like this often. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. A bit of an odd topic to talk about, but BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma already brought this idea forth by bringing in Celica A. Mercury from the BlazBlue Phase Shift light novels as a character who was important to the game's story as a whole, and then later became playable in the Extend version. BlazBlue Central Fiction would go on to expand this by allowing Naoto Kurogane from Blaze Experience, Mai Natsume from Remix/Variable Heart, and S from X-Blaze into the fold, which was pretty awesome. Now that BlazBlue Alternative Dark War is a thing and will not be a thing soon, and is a huge collaboration of BlazBlue characters from every single piece of media thus far, including original ones like CL Sulfur, there's already a good frame of reference for how characters would play like, such as Linois, CL, Oct, Jusan, or whoever you want to play as in the next game. Knowing that some of these characters are either dead or missing in action, I can only assume that they're going to be replaced, but considering how BlazBlue brought characters like New back, and how Lambda became a character once again, and how some fighting games usually don't let death stop a character from being playable anymore, who knows? I already made videos about characters I want to see playable, so I won't reiterate most of them here, but the point is, I definitely want to see this idea get expanded upon in the next game. So, seeing that ARCSYS is now willing to dub games such as BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle and Guilty Gear Strive of all things, I definitely would love the next BlazBlue game to have an English dub. Preferably before it launches, because honestly I wouldn't be a fan of it getting a dub after launching, and that's a big yikes to me. It would definitely be cool to see new characters get dubbed, such as CL if she got into the next game, which, I mean, come on, she most likely will be in the next BlazBlue game, and I love it when new ARCSYS games get English dubbed, and it's also a good guessing game about who or what characters get a new English VA, because I love that process of wondering which character is going to get, you know, what voice actor. Honestly, there's a 50-50% chance that this will probably happen, but I'd rather avoid another BlazBlue Central Fiction situation. I never, and I repeat, never want to go back to those days ever again. Holy crap. BlazBlue games are usually packaged with a good amount of single-player modes. Fighting games these days have just stopped caring, in all honesty, especially on Arc System Works' end. I mean, look at Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive, BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle, and just look how bare bones they are. Now, I'm not asking for a ton of modes, because I know that we're never going to get anything like Chrono Phantasma Extend ever again. I mean, hell, story mode is a guarantee since this is BlazBlue, but I still want to see Abyss mode come back, an arcade mode with endings, mind you, your standard score attack or a time attack, and maybe just a new mode specifically for this game. I also want gallery modes to be worth something again like they were in previous BlazBlue games. You can purchase artwork, maybe some extra music, some stages if you wanted to, like Chrono Phantasma Extended did. And speaking of gallery, I request that we bring back the ability to watch arcade cutscenes like we did in BlazBlue Central Fiction. I don't know why they took that out. Maybe it's for space reasons, storage reasons, but the point is, I want to see that back because I don't want to have to go through a whole goddamn arcade run just to watch an ending again. No, and Central Fiction is probably the worst with that because it has like 3 acts of arcade. Like, holy shit. Okay, so this one might be slightly breaking what this list set out to do in a way, though this does count as BlazBlue Characters did get the 2 versions of their songs in BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma done by the composer Yuki. Now, it is a bit sad for me that BlazBlue Characters don't get new themes like Guilty Gear does. Granted, Guilty Gear is Daisuke's series, and he can have a new OST for each game if he wants to due to the amount of creative control he has over the series, but I definitely would love some new tracks. I mean full-on new tracks, not like a Lust Sin 3 or a Bullet Dance 3 or a Rebellion 3, nothing like that. Now, seeing that Norichika Sato, who is a composer for the BlazBlue series, along of being an arranger for BlazBlue and Guilty Gear Xrd, and doing some tracks for him, he has been handling the OST for games like BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle and mostly BlazBlue Alternative Dark World from what I assume, and I can only assume that Sato will be a main composer or replacing Ishiwatari, or maybe Ishiwatari will be the main guy at the helm for the next BlazBlue game while Sato does minor tracks as he did in BlazBlue Central Fiction. Either way, I would still love some new tracks, and it would definitely be great to hear more songs for new characters. Let's say if Kaizou guy was playable. I mean, she would have maybe a new Ishiwatari or Sato theme. It would be cool to hear that. Now, this doesn't mean I don't want the game to ditch old tracks. They can still be in the gallery and be purchased with in-game currency, but the point is I definitely would want new songs. And the one thing I do want to come back for BlazBlue is unlimited characters. Unlimited characters is by far one of the coolest things this series has ever done, where you can play as enhanced, aka busted versions of the characters within the roster. Now, BlazBlue Central Fiction massively disappointed me on this front, as they only had Ragna, Izanami, and 9 as unlimited characters who you couldn't even play as, and you had to go through weird ways in the arcade mode just to unlock their fights. Now, for this upcoming theoretical BlazBlue 5, I definitely would want to have unlimited characters back. And not only for each and every playable character, but I also want unlimited bosses to return back in the story mode as they have been in each game before Central Fiction. Cause it sucked that 9, Izanami, Terumi, and Susanoo did not have unlimited forms during their major fights in BlazBlue Central Fiction story mode. I hated that, and I missed it. I kind of missed that whole thematic shit where they just had the unlimited characters, you get to fight them and their freaking AI is busted as shit. I missed that stuff, like, man. And that's the end of the video. Please tell me what you want to carry over to the next BlazBlue game whenever it happens. Tell me down in the comments below because I definitely want to hear what you guys got to say. And also, again, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter as it really benefits me greatly. Without further ado, I'll see you all next time. Peace out, and I hope everyone here has a great day.